Hey, sorry about the crazy hair. I'm on the way to bed soon, but I wanted to say to watch the Stephen Furtick, I don't want to say his name, video posted today about God being up to something. It was so good. He was talking about how to visualize this cat. God being like up to something upstream where you can't see it, right? And then talking about faith, and then he had this way of talking about like the old you versus the new you that's in Christ, and moving forward and doing things as the new you, right? To think, is this the old me acting or is this the new me acting? He, of course, words it a lot better. This is why he's the pastor. And like, I was really worried about this thing that I'm doing this weekend, and it was just, things were just not working out. And, you know, I was like, should I get a hotel room? Should I not get a hotel room? Should I cancel the hotel room? Like, what's going on? This is just, things were not falling into place. And then I think I was up in the middle, I had this really bad dream. One of those dreams where you think it's real, you know? And I was waking up and I was like, okay, this is not real. And then I found this video, like it popped up on my phone about this Stephen Furtick video he had just posted. And it was perfect and it was so fitting. And then it helped me like redirect myself, and I ended up canceling my hotel and, you know, giving the whole situation to God and just being like, you know, whatever happens, like I want God to be leading this and directing this. And I was using that imagery of like imagining that God is already involved and already working on it upstream where you just can't see. God's like up a mile ahead or 20 miles ahead and you can't see yet, but God is still doing things and assisting. And then it was so helpful to me to like get over this hurdle with worrying about this weekend. And so I thought it was a good one, so I wanted to pass that along. Anyway, that is it. That's all I have for today. Go watch Stephen Furtick's video. I think it's in his channel. I think he's got this little series called, I think it's called The Basin, that he does in his like basement or something like that. I don't follow him super closely, but every now and then his stuff comes up and I usually like it. So, two things about him. I don't mean to talk about somebody who's not in the room, but I don't know the guy personally, but I was thinking about him for another reason recently, is because sometimes I feel like him in ways where as a pastor, you can just tell he gets a lot of heat and a lot of judgment from a lot of pastors where they're just acting like they're better than him, right? Because they preach differently or he looks different than they do. And they throw the attitude and are super judgy and treat him like crap, you know, and that's got to be hard on him. But he pushes through it, and it's appropriate for him to pastor how he is and as who he is, because that serves a whole different kind of people than those other pastors are ever going to reach. You know, and God is clearly using all the different kinds of pastors to reach all the different kinds of people. So, you know, kudos to Stephen for being who he is and putting up with that stuff. And sometimes as a newer Christian, I'm 50 and I've only been a Christian for 5 years. So sometimes after 45 years of not living that life, right, and only 5 years as a Christian, like I sometimes feel like I'm Stephen Furtick when I'm interacting with the lifetime Christians of the world. And so I value him as a online pastor who I will occasionally watch for that reason, because he comes off so like normal, you know, and there's a lot of us who can relate to that. So if you are somebody who judges him, like question yourself, like, why am I being like this? What makes me think I'm better than him, smarter than him, wiser than him? You're not. Like, if you don't have an audience his size, maybe you're not actually all you think you are. You know, it's like check yourself. But so kudos to him for having those words of wisdom today that were super helpful to me. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Furtnick. I don't even know how to say his name, but anyway, love him. Have a good night. Bye.